Hey everybody, I'm out here at the dam today fishing Mepps number 4 Aglia. I haven't fished one of these in a long time, definitely not this year. I know this is a good spot for musky pike. Standing up on this dam over here on a clear sunny day like today, I've actually seen 3 big muskie in here, so I don't know if I'm going to catch anything or not, but at least I can do a review on the lure. There it is, hand assembled in the USA. I thought Mepps was a French company, but 626 Center Street, Antigo, Wisconsin. It's pretty interesting. This is the dressed version. So I'm going to tie that onto my St. Croix Bass X rod with my Shimano Sedona 4000 reel. It should be more than enough to pull in a pike or a muskie. I got the 15-pound braid on here and some 30-pound leader material tied on with a swivel, all universal knots. So let's see what I can do out here, if I can catch anything. If not, like I said, that's fine. Then I can still review the lure. Okay, so right away, some of the big advantages to this thing is its action going around that rod, that little steel rod there, the blade, that tail. Some of the disadvantages are those big treble hooks on the back. They just get caught up all the time, and it does not look like you can replace those. When you're done with that treble hook, it's just a new Mepps time. It's just the way it is. So they call this thing the world's #1 lure, and I know people do catch big fish on these things every single year. Okay, here we go. So 15-pound braid. I have a 30-pound leader tied on, the Spro swivel in the middle. Both those knots, those are universal knots. Then at the end, we have the number 4 Chartreuse Mepps Aglia. This one's dressed with the tail. And I just put a simple fisherman's knot on there because the leader's really thick and fisherman's knots never failed me. So let's see what we can do. I don't know if I'm gonna catch anything. Out at this spot, I had a pike chasing a Senko, actually, and as I said, on the other side over there, I caught a big pike, or well, big pike by my standard, but like a 16, 17-inch pike in the beginning of spring. So let's see what happens. I think with this one, you retrieve it relatively fast, kind of slow roll it. My reel pulls in 39 inches at a time, so I'll reel it kind of slow. And yeah, that looks really good through there. In this dark water, you can really see that well. Hopefully something is enticed to pick that up. Hope you guys can see that action on that. Looks really good. Okay, so the dam's gonna be kind of loud, but right over here, standing from right here, just looking over this fence, is where I've seen the 3 big muskies, and they just came right out of this current. Boom, and they swam up around that rock, and they kind of hung out there for a second, and then they shot back out. So they're definitely here. I know people have caught them here. I don't know if we'll catch one today. I sure do hope so. Now I know right over there is relatively clear, deep water with not a lot of snags. I've been able to see in there. It's deep, and then there's just a lot of rocks in the bottom, so I don't want to let this Mepps hit the bottom, get it snagged and lose it in there. I think we all know that a dam like this, if somebody could get down there in scuba gear, they'd make a fortune. I almost snagged there, but I got it over that rock. We will not do that again. That was quite lucky. Still have my Mepps. As I said before, I don't want this to get anywhere near that bottom. With these treble hooks, get hooked up in those rocks, you will not be getting it back. On a branch, you maybe bend the hooks out if your line's heavy enough, but if it gets pinched in between two rocks, your lure is probably done for. That's probably the end of your Mepps fishing for the day unless you have another one. Okay, well, no bites today, no chase-ins, nothing like that. We've had a big cold front and it's been really rainy, so that's my excuse. I put my best foot forward on it. I fished out here about an hour, but no bites. It's not the lure's fault, that's for sure. This is definitely a high quality lure and worth the $5.79 I believe this costs. Looks good through the water. The treble hooks, they bent out nice and easy when I was snagged. I don't know if I can replace this bottom piece or not, but if not, I'll just bend those hooks back up and sharpen them. And I still got a nice lure, so I know Mepps is a great lure, catches a lot of fish. A lot of people catch a lot of big fish on the Mepps, so I've caught pike on a Mepps before, just not today. We'll try again.